It has always been, and still is the case, that that Auskick we think is the right introductory program. It's a fabulous, well organised, safe environment for kids to learn about our game. The growing demand, and we've got over 180,000 kids in Auskick every year, and nearly 300,000 kids wanting to play footy under 12. The transition pathways have always been challenging. Now, the rule that we're going to get to has been around, as I understand it, for nearly 10 years. And it's been okay. In some cases, it may not have been enforced tightly, but it's been okay because the first age group has always traditionally been under 9s. In recent times, given the demand for younger kids to play football, a number of leagues have started introducing under 8s. And that is where the challenge happens. And I think it's 10 leagues out of 100 have introduced under 8s. And the cut-off, which has been around for 10 years, but was based on, I think, a 2-year age gap for under 9s, which I think people understand and accept, hasn't applied so well in under 8 competition, which a number of leagues are introducing.
And that is that you've got to be, 8 or 7 by a particular age?
By January 1. The second complication is that it's January 1 rather than the school year, which is you've got to be turning age by, on May 1, turn either 6 or 7 of that year. So there's an inconsistency there, which I think is the really significant problem. I think it was raised by the mother who said he was out by a few weeks, is that you'll have kids in different years be having different eligibility to go up. So, I think the calls have highlighted a few challenges. We're doing a review, and we announced this at the season launch, we're doing a national community football review. And this school underage programs are being picked up as part of that. But the specific issues you're talking about have been worked through, and the age one for eligibility in under 8s has been looked at. You always have to have a cut-off. You can't have 4-year-old kids playing against 7 or 8-year-old kids. I think everyone understands that. And so you're not going to solve everyone's problems. But the guys have been working with the leagues in the last couple of days. I think there's a consensus out there that the January 1 cut-off is wrong. It should be in line with the school entry cut-off, which is at the end of April. And, I think the guys are working in consultation with the leagues and others to make that change, potentially even today.
So how will it change? Will the younger kids be allowed to play?
Well, the 6-year-olds is a different challenge. If they're playing now, I think they should be able to continue to play. I know the guys are working with the Eastern District Footy League with the 6-year-olds. With respect to 7-year-olds playing in under 8, they're looking at changing the cut-off date to the end of April, consistent with the school year. So all kids in the same year can go and play rather than 75% of them in the same team. So they've been working with the leagues in the last couple of days, and that makes sense to me. It's a sensible change. It's been highlighted by your calls, and we thank you for that. And hopefully they'll be making an announcement later today.